lovely to be bonding after so many years. But just to let you all know, if you guys come a little up front, it'll be nice. I'll be able to see you all, and I'll have a face actually of SJOBA in front of me. So it'll be really nice if you guys move up front. I'm only eyeing younger men, so the batch of 78 can come closer. The women can let their man come forward. Everybody, please, let's have you up a little more closer so one can actually see what happens after 25 years of passing out from school. Well, a whole lot of achievements, I'm sure. Telecommunications, as we all know, and the leaders in telecommunications for expressing themselves so fantastically and being a part of this entire fest here at SJOBA. But ladies and gentlemen, just before we move on, just a few moments to reminisce, to look back in time and get a little nostalgic. Please take a look at the audiovisual presentation which is coming up on the screens.
These are the young boys of the Section A, all looking serious. A fit-looking Jayavardhan Sabu with the lowest row. Ajay Bari with half his hair falling. Dr. T.P. Singh, as fit as ever. Section B, looking serious.
So let me truly introduce to you to the stalwarts who are not just running the world but running the earth around. Your brother Meredith right in the middle, and don't believe these guys from Section A if they ever told you they did well. They tried hard.
These are the writing skills of Section A. All our signatures. Section B doesn't have it. This is the personality development of our great Hindi teacher, who we fondly call Lota. Here is a little interesting incident about Lota. I don't know if you guys remember a guy called Varun Joda, whose handwriting was left much to be desired. So one fine day, Mr. Gosai called him in sheer frustration and told him, Varun, ये ल को ढक दो, जीनत अमान की हिप्स की तरह.
जस्सी जैसा कोई नहीं. That's our Atul Gandhi. Okay? Yeah. Go on the stage. Go on the stage. Atul on the stage. Yeah. This is actually our friend and a philosopher, Brother Meredith. And this is again.
These are certain messages from Sanjay Gupta at the US, fondly known as Popat. He remembers us from the United States, a message especially for this day, which has come from him. Sanjay was the life of Section B. We remember him very fondly. This is a message from Ajay Bari, a batchmate of ours who got a double promotion in class 3. And Ajay is now in the Emirates, is doing really well for himself. Poor Section B, who's also working in the United States. A big thank you to all the teachers while in school. He's remembered Mr. Rosario, his discipline, Brother Meredith. And ladies and gentlemen, this was the presentation which was made by Deepak. I think we should all take this opportunity of thanking Deepak. A big cheer for Deepak Khanna. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! Thank
you. Respected principal, teachers, my fellow Johnians, and last but not the least, the class of 78. On behalf of my fellow batchmates, I welcome you all to this great reunion. The 3 days of spending together have renewed old ties. We graduated from school and were pushed into the outside world to be on our own. Our foundations were strong and we moved on to be successful in our respective vocations. Today, 25 years down the line we meet again. Well, not all of us could be present, but we know that even those who are not present today are remembering this day with nostalgic memories, as we are doing today. As Amit Sethi, batch of 78 himself, said in his presidential message in the December newsletter, almost all of us have salt and pepper here, some balding and certainly not as fit as we were while leaving school. Only one thing has remained unchanged. Hang on, only one thing has remained unchanged. That is our dialogue with each other. It is the same intemperate language and attitude which prevailed inside the classrooms. That is Amit Sethi, not me. Today when we meet each other, we are the same kids, see, same kids, behaving just the way we did 25 years back. On this occasion, we will also like to thank our teachers, especially Brother Meredith, who is here with us today and very special to us all. His long walks, fascinating collection of rocks and stones, and the pleasant but firm demeanor are forever etched in our hearts. Our special thanks to Mrs. Syal, Mrs. Kumar, Mrs. Malhotra, Mrs. Malik, Mr. Phillips, Ms. Perry, Mrs. Sehgal, Mr. Harold Carver, Mr. Rosario, Mr. Gussain, Brother McCann, Brother Tynan, and Mr. D'Souza, each one of whom played a very special role in grooming us.
Hey, doctor, you missed out Mrs. Chavda.
That must be Atul Gandhi there. We also remember, hang on guys, we also remember with fond regards the teacher who are no longer with us. Mr. Joseph Sebastian, the class teacher of Section 8A, 9A and 10A, we were there with 3 years with him.
Good friend.
Mr. Sharma, our physics teacher, and Mr. Sharma, the laboratory technician. Really miss them, they are not amongst us at this moment. Mr. Paul, the owner of the tuck shop, is also no longer with us in this world today. We remember and pay homage to his soul. Our special thanks to Shiv Singh and Gurnam Singh and other staff members. Shiv Singh and Gurnam Singh believe they are a great help till today. And we also fondly remember Pappu Singh, the ice cream chap. I also take this opportunity, guys, to remember 2 of our batchmates, Mr. Pawan Mundra and Mr. Atul Veer, who have parted from us much too early. They remain in our hearts forever. The team at SJOBA, led by the 1978 batch Amit Sethi, deserves a special mention here to enable us to come to this place and share a few moments with you and later on amongst ourselves, which I think would be very, very private, because nobody would like to listen to what we are sharing. That's it. Thank you all.
I think it's so than anyone, be it the lab teacher or Pappu Singh, the ice cream man. So let's hear it for them. Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! I think that's a very, very touching moment. I really didn't know, with such fondness, you guys had such an eye for detail and people in your hearts, which is so fantastic. And I think, more than anything, these are the little things which make you greater men. So cheers to all of you. Now I'd like to request some very special people, without whose support this evening would not have been possible. Yes, I'm talking about none other than India's first and largest telecom service, which is Airtel. I'll request Mr. Vinod Sani, CEO and Director, Airtel Northern Region, to kindly come on stage, please. Can we have you on stage, Mr. Sani? We all know about Airtel and the fantastic schemes, and in fact you can earn money while you talk. So what more do you want? That's Airtel with fantastic connectivity, GPRS and the rest of it. Well, I have an Airtel number, only you guys have to guess what it is. I'll leave it behind before I go. And I'll also request Mr. Max Serene, who is founder president of SJOBA, to kindly come on stage, please. For him, he's one of the founder members of SJOBA, and all of us would not be standing here bonding with one another, united with one another, had it not been for the fantastic efforts of their batch. I'll request Mr. Max Serene to first say a few words.
Thank you, Shefali. Has this special bonding with SJOBA. This is the second consecutive year that we've sponsored this evening, and we are really delighted doing this. Our brand ambassadors, Sachin, Shahrukh, and of course all of us feel that this is the best time for all of us to have a great time. Savor the wonderful evening, and as we all say, express yourself and live every moment with Airtel. Thank you, SJOBans. Thank you, St. John's.
Thank you very much. That was a very clear message from Airtel, but I want to know what school you are from, sir.
St. Xavier's, Calcutta.
Wow, that's another boys' school. Woo! That's my next destination. Okay. Don't worry, Xavier still is our brother school in some ways. Okay, I'll request both of you to please do the honors of giving away the little memento as we felicitate the batch of 78 which is present here with us. And I'll request, as I call out your names, to kindly come with your spouses. And if you do not have a spouse yet, leave your names and numbers behind. Who is also the president. And believe me, Amit, you don't look like you passed out 25 years ago. You look like you passed out only 5 years ago. Can we have you back on stage, please? What's your name, young man?
Raj.
And what class are you in?
I'm first year law.
Oh, first year law. Wow, good. Leave your number. Between, oh yeah, where's your wife, by the way? Yeah, why is she tucked away? Can we have you here, ma'am? Is she from the sister school? Hi, nice to have you here. Oh, you are in Carmel. Wow, ma'am. Then I very correctly said, ma'am. My class teacher's name was Auntie Lonnie. I don't know if she's there anymore. But we had boys in my school till, I think, the nursery. Oh, you were there? But I wasn't born. Thank you very much, Amit. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Mr. Sethi. Now I'll request Mr. Ashwani Vij. He's come all the way from the United States to be a part of this. Welcome home. Welcome back to school. And we'd like to welcome you on stage now, please. Mr. Ashwani Vij.